Let's go live to the opposition leader in New South Wales, Mark Speakman.
Already? A day is a long time in politics. Half a day is a long time in politics, and even a few hours are a long time in politics. This morning the sun was shining, the birds were chirping, the jacarandas were blooming, and I was on breakfast radio and on TV and saying that I would be continuing as Liberal Party leader. At that stage, no alternative candidate had come forward to tell me they wanted to be the leader. No colleague had said to me they thought it would be better if I resigned. But as I said, a day or even half a day or a few hours is a long time in politics. By this afternoon, it was clear that there was at least one person who had declared to me that she wished to be the leader of the Liberal Party, and a number of colleagues had indicated to me their preference that we have renewal and regeneration and a new leader. Being the opposition leader is an extraordinarily difficult job. It's also an extraordinary privilege. Very few people in New South Wales ever get to be the leader of a major party, and it has been an enormous privilege for me to have that leadership. I thank my colleagues for bestowing that honour on me. It's an extraordinary honour. I thank the members of the Liberal Party, the ordinary rank and file branch members, who pre-selected me to be their candidate in Cronulla, the electors in Cronulla who have put me in Parliament, and everyone who has helped the Liberal Party. Politics is not easy. Politics is rough, politics is brutal, politics is savage. You know that when you become a first-term opposition leader. You know what the odds are. You know what you're getting into. You know that no first-term opposition leader has won an election, either in New South Wales or federally, since the 1930s. You know what the odds are. But I wanted to give it a red-hot go, and I believe I have given it a red-hot go. People say the Liberal Party is at a crossroads. People are asking, where are we going? What do we stand for? Will we survive? I believe we will, and we can and we must. The stakes are too high. The values that drive the Liberal Party are timeless values. They are values of equal opportunity, of reward for effort, of hard work, of private enterprise, of strong values, strong families. They are timeless values. But what the Liberal Party must do is make sure those values are relevant to an incredibly diverse electorate in the 21st century. We are not back in the 1950s with white picket fences. This is a society now where women are entitled to and deserve the same opportunities, economic, social and other, as men. This is a society with an incredibly diverse ethnic background, and this is a society where intergenerational inequity is the worst it has ever been. And that's why I have strived to make sure the New South Wales Liberal Party addresses and answers that modern community. It's why I perhaps dragged the New South Wales Party kicking and screaming to an aggressively pro-housing policy. And why I was determined to make sure that our parliamentary party kept its commitment since 2016 to have a 2050 net zero target. We know that Gen Z and millennials now outnumber boomers. And we know that Gen Z and millennials are entitled to and deserve the same opportunities as older generations. And that's why I have tried to position the Liberal Party in New South Wales as best I can to address those concerns. It's also why I'm proud to say we've had a record level of female representation on our front bench, around 45%, and why I have aggressively sought to court multicultural communities, particularly those of Asian backgrounds, to make sure the modern Liberal Party reflects and represents that wide-ranging diaspora. And when I've done that, I have faced headwinds. I faced the statistical unlikelihood of a first-term opposition winning an election. I have faced the brand damage that has emanated from Canberra with a disarray since the May election. I have faced the loss of 3 members, including one member who became an independent, in difficult and unpleasant circumstances. They have all been challenges, and the challenges to the Liberal brand generally. I have done my best to make sure the modern Liberal Party in New South Wales addresses those challenges. At least up until the May federal election, we were competitive. We were pretty much neck and neck with the government, plus or minus 1 or 2%. And I believe, despite the activity of a couple of dissidents who will always act anonymously, I had almost unanimous support in the Liberal Party. Things have changed since the May election, where opinion polling has gone downwards, where the brand damage from the federal election has continued. But it is clear, after conversations I've had since this morning's media events, that many of my colleagues now want to see a change. If there is one good thing arising out of those media events, it's that I flushed people out. I've asked them to put up or show up, and that's what's happened. So I don't know who will be the candidates for Liberal Party leader tomorrow at a party room meeting, which I hope will be convened. I know Kellie Sloane will be one of those candidates. Kellie spoke with me this afternoon and indicated to me that she wished to take the leadership. She believed that the interests of the party would be best served if she took the reins, and I have reluctantly agreed that that is so. Notwithstanding my best efforts, it has now reached the point where it is impossible to get clear air. No matter what policy announcements I make, no matter how ambitious I am to make sure that the Liberal Party engages with Gen Z, engages with multicultural community, engages with women, there is just too much white noise that interferes with that message, and I will never get the clean air that's needed. Kellie Sloane will be a fantastic leader if selected by the Parliamentary Liberal Party. She is someone of enormous talent. She is not only a great communicator, she has extensive experience as a businesswoman. She is someone I hope will lead the Liberal Party to the next election. She will have my full support. She will have my endorsement, and I believe she will be the best candidate for the position of leader. A lot of thank yous, and often when you give thank yous, you forget everyone you should thank. First and foremost, I thank my family. I could not be here without the love and support and the patience and dedication of my wife Caroline, and my son Matthew, and my daughter Kate, and my sister Diane, and my mother Beryl. Without them, I would not be what I am today. Can I thank my staff, some or all of whom are in the back today, my Chief of Staff, Cheryl William, all my other staff. I'm up here on the stage, but they are the directors and producers of the operation. Many of them are in at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. They work extraordinary hours, absolutely extraordinary hours. Each and every one of them shows enormous dedication, and I'm extremely grateful to them. I'm also grateful to my colleagues for the honour, as I say, of bestowing the leadership on me. It's been an extraordinary honour, and I'm deeply grateful for that opportunity. Can I thank the organisational wing of the Liberal Party? I thank Chris Stone and the State Secretariat for all their efforts in many difficult by-elections in particular. I thank Nick Reiner and the Management Committee. It's no secret that there was a lot of dysfunction in the organisational wing when a Management Committee was appointed last year. Nick is an outstanding asset to the Liberal Party. He doesn't pull punches, but he's diplomatic at the same time. As I say, he is an enormous asset, as are the other members of the Management Committee. To all the members of the Liberal Party, it is tough times to be a Liberal at the moment, but don't give up. We have the right values and we can have the right policies. So where are we when a new leader is elected for the Liberal Party tomorrow? I believe that at this time of the electoral cycle, we're in a position where there is a strong set of policies. Housing reform in New South Wales would not have happened without the bipartisan support of the Liberals and Nationals. It just would not have happened. And I'm pleased that I've been able to in some cases, drag some of my colleagues kicking and screaming to the realisation that we have such an acute housing crisis in New South Wales. We cannot have the complacency we've had for decades. And I'm also pleased that notwithstanding the route that our federal colleagues have taken, we have stuck with an energy policy of which net zero by 2050 is part. if you want to be a conservative, you can't just be a conservative on economics or on institutions. You should be a conservative on the environment as well. And having that custodianship and that stewardship of the environment has to be part of our message to young people, not only as a matter of politics, but because it is the right thing to do. All of us want to bestow a planet on future generations that is at least as healthy as it is at the moment. To those who have doubted that we've had enough policies being developed at this stage of the electoral cycle, I think we have had a very strong suite of policies. What is clearly distinguishing our opposition from Chris Minns' government is ambition to build metros. Metros have been extraordinarily popular in Sydney, and as Sydney grows and as our population pressures increase, we have to keep up with public transport. So that is a big policy difference between Chris Minns and us, where the Premier has ruled out building any new metros beyond those that have been designed and funded by the Liberals. Other areas, artificial intelligence. I've stressed the importance of artificial intelligence, an AI opportunities plan in government, a dedicated AI minister to make sure we are reaping the enormous productivity benefits that AI presents, particularly in an environment where the government has blown the budget on unfunded wage increases, promised to come from productivity offsets that haven't happened, and those productivity gains that we vitally need so we can improve our schools, our hospitals, our public transport and other services. This is haven't finished yet, don't worry, it's close. This is a government too that has plagiarised a lot of our legislation. It is a government that is light on the big picture, light on vision, light on ambition when it comes to building things, excellent at cutting ribbons on our projects, but very light on that big vision. It's also been a government that has putting it as politely as possible, a very modest legislation program. And as an active and constructive opposition, there are numerous examples where we have introduced legislation that the government has plagiarised, whether it's dealing with illegal tobacco, deep fake AI, war memorials, Nazi symbols, bail and electronic monitoring. There's a whole plethora of legislation which the government has copied and pasted to claim as its own. So here we are at the end of the parliamentary sitting week, or near the end of the parliamentary sitting week. Obviously, I'd rather not be giving this press conference, but it is in the best interest of the Liberal Party, I think, to clear the air, make sure that the party and the leader has clean air going to the next election. I will do whatever I can to help Kellie in a transition. She is someone with enormous leadership potential. We are so blessed in the Liberal Party to have such a enormous talent, whether it's young MPs who are here for the first time, our 5 or 6 MPs who are under 40, older, more experienced MP. There is an enormous range of talent in the Parliamentary Liberal Party, and I'm very confident in the leadership that Kellie will bring.